everyone, my name is Sarah and this is episode 24 of Sarah's Creative Corner, and this is just my little corner of the internet where I chat about all the things that I've been working on over the past week or so. It is normally spinning and knitting, but hopefully in the next little bit you will be able to see some sewing. I have some plans, but got to get myself in order before I get there. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry, and my links are down below, and as well as all of the dyers and the project pages of everything that I'm going to chat about today. So yeah, today I just have some knitting. I do have some spinning that I have been working on, but I think for my spinning I'll just show you guys once I finish a braid. The entire thing, I'll just show it to you because it just makes it a little bit easier and you can actually tell like, oh, this is a finished braid. So I am almost finished with the braid and I probably should be able to show it next week and it'll be rested, maybe even plied. I don't know if it'll be washed. So that is kind of where we are. I have a bunch of whips that I've been working on. I have a half finished object, and yeah, that's really it. I don't have any acquisitions. I have some at home, and they're in our mailbox, but they're not here with me physically right now. So hopefully next week we'll be able to chat about those, and I think that's really it. So I guess we can go ahead and get into the half finished object, and that is this sock. This is my self-drafted ruffle sock, kind of an amalgamation of two different patterns. I used the Vanilla is the New Black for the heel, which is the strong heel, and then used guidance, I guess, from Summerly Knits in her Shorty sock set. She just has a sock set pattern for short socks, and I've never done a ruffle, so I just used that to do this ruffle. And these are for me. I knit a pair in this colorway for my husband, so we will have quasi-matching socks, and that's really it. Just some details about it. I cast on 120 rounds for the ruffle, and then I did my decrease round, and then I did 15 rounds for the cuff, and I think 20 rounds for the leg, did my strong heel, and then I did 56 rounds for the foot right after I finished the gusset decreases. So I tried it on and it fits really well, and the heel wasn't too bad to knit on, so I'll probably keep this heel in my rotation when I don't want to do like a gusset or like a heel flap. So yeah, I was pretty happy with it and it fits, so all good things in my book. If you want to take like a better look at it, it's just kind of like a ribbed heel. It's really interesting and it fits well. So that's, yeah. And last week I was just like 1 or 2 increases until I start the gusset decreases, and then I did the gusset decreases and the foot and the toe. So that is basically all the details. The yarn is Knit Picks Hawthorne Fingering for the cuff, and then Spun Right Round Tough Sock Base and Lovey Dovey. And because of the heel, this yarn did pull just a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to, you can kind of see like just right there, but once I started decreasing again, it went back to normal. So nothing too crazy, just like a little tiny spot. You can see it right there. But it's not too bad. I haven't woven in all of my ends, as you can see. So I'll probably do that. And then that will be totally done. So that's the half-finished object. And I've also started the second one. So no second sock syndrome with this one. But I haven't really done too much, as you can see. I just cast on the cuff, and I've done the ruffle, and I've just started the ribbing. Like, I've just done like a couple rows. And that's really it. I cast this on a US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter, and I do it on magic loop, just to kind of get it started. And then after I do a couple rounds of the ribbing, I'll just transfer it over to my 9-inch circulars, and I'll get going on that. And then I'll do everything until the toe on 9-inch circulars. And the heel wasn't that bad to do on 9-inch circulars. So that is these guys, and I'm pretty happy with it. And I should be able to get a good bit of this sock done this week, since it's just like a stockinette sock. So that is that. I hope to cast on another sock probably sometime this week for my husband. We'll see what I do. So that is the first one. And I guess since I have a number of projects, we can do a couple different ways. I think I'll do the least amount of progress to the most amount of progress. So the next one is this guy. It's still on its tiny circulars, and this is my Uptown tee by Tori, and I got like about an inch done. And I'm so close to splitting for sleeves. I think I have like 4 or 5 more increases I need to do, and then I'll be able to split for sleeves. But yeah, this is the Uptown tee by Tori. I'm knitting size 4 on US 3 and US 5. And this is Life in the Long Grass, their silk merino base, which they don't have anymore. It's a 50-50. And it is the colorway Garden Party, which they do still have. So, pretty happy with it. And I know it's starting to cool down, but I think it'll be okay. And I'll get a good bit done before it gets too cold. I should be able to wear it a couple of times. So that's this guy. Nothing too crazy to say about it, other than it continues to be nice to knit on. I think just because it has the lace sleeve caps, it's a little bit tedious, just a little bit, but once I get to the stockinette, it'll just go flying, as you will probably see in a little bit, because I have a project that is stockinette. Okay. The next one, I feel like we're kind of flying through this. The next one is this one. Let me show you the right side. This is my pressed flowers. It's the shawl, and it is by Amy Christoffers, or Savory Knitting, on Ravelry and Instagram. And it is a mosaic knit pattern with just flowers and little speckles. I got like a flower and a half or so done over the past week. So not a lot, but there's a lot of stitches on here, so it feels like a lot. But I have 10 flower rows done, so I'm about 2.5 repeats, so I'm halfway done of my 3rd repeat, and then I have another repeat, and then I'll be doing the border. So slowly but surely getting done, but I'm really enjoying it so far. The colorways that I'm using, the pink, like the solid color, is Zinfandel by Miss Babbs, the Yowza base, and the flower speckle, like speckly cream, is Hitchhiker's Birthday, also Miss Babbs, in her Yowza base. And I'm knitting this on US 5 and it calls for US 6, so just using one needle size smaller, and it's a one size shawl. So yeah, that's really it for this one too. I think I remember last time talking about how I don't really have anything that's ready to finish, so that's kind of all I got for this one. Nothing too crazy, although the back looks really cool. I think the floats look interesting. Okay, so that is my shawl. The next thing I have that has the next amount of progress is, it's not on the needles right now because I did like a little mid-project panic block kind of, and might be taking a peek. And that is my pressed flowers, or not my pressed flowers, oh my gosh, my framed by Andrea Mowry. This is the Rhinebeck sweater for the year, and you can kind of see the pattern coming out now. I got a whole row, or like a whole quilt square done. I would have done more, but I ran out of yarn that I had with me, so I just took a break on this, and I'm going to be taking the rest home with me so I don't have that happen again. But yes, I got a little panicked and didn't trust myself and felt like I needed to block it because it was measuring pre-blocked like 40 inches, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's not gonna work. So I decided to do a mid-project block, and it's coming out perfectly fine. I'm knitting the size 4, and I'm using the called for yarn in the pattern, which is Dream State from Spincycle, and Farmer Sauter's Fibers, the Spinster's Daughter worsted. So my quilt squares are these two. The Spincycle is Dear Diary, and the cream is Love Me Like You Used To. So this is the body, and I can't remember the name of the like icy blue, but that's the other color I'm using. It is all in my Ravelry page, but this should be giving me about 10 inches of positive ease, and I think it should. But very happy with it, and it is, as you can see, kind of cropped. And I have one more repeat that I need to do, or like half a repeat. So to make it more wearable for me, I will do another half repeat. So I'll do a whole, like 2 of these. I'll do 2 of those to make it a little bit longer. And I've been scouring the Facebook group for the framed sweater as well as the project pages to see kind of how people are doing that, and also yarn management. But I think it should be good. So I will resume knitting on this week. Yeah, that's this one. Just another look at it. So it's just like pinks, purples, and blues. I think it looks really good, and it looks a lot better now that it's been now that it's been blocked. Really pops. So okay, that's the next thing I've been working on, and the last thing that has been getting the most amount of progress, I would say, is my test knit. And this is the Courage Henley by Tori. And look at all that progress. I've gotten quite a bit done. Last week I was here. I think I was just getting ready to start the increases for the right shoulder. And so I've done that. And I've done all the other things. I have joined everything in the round, and I'm just going around. This is knit up in Farmer's Daughter Fibers in their Pishkun base in Love Me Like You Used To, I think, or Come and Get Your Love. I feel like there's a lot of colorways by them that have the word love in it, so I can't remember. But it should be a relaxed Henley. I'm knitting the 4th size, and I'm using the called for needles. So there's a little bit of just like difference in the yarn color, but nothing that is upsetting to me. I think it looks more dimensional than anything else. Like if we look at that, yeah, it's like more tonal rather than like a total solid. So pretty happy with it. And I don't know how much longer. I think I need to knit to around 11 inches on the body. And I probably have, let's see, like 4 inches or so. So still got a good bit. I might need to make it a little bit more cropped just based on like how I'll wear it and everything. But yeah, very happy with it. And it's just been pretty steady knit. So I've made a good bit of progress from here. And yeah, this is the last thing that I've been working on over the past week, and this one has gotten the most amount of attention outside of my sock, but the sock is pretty easy to pick up, and so is this, since they're both stockinette projects. But that's all the things that I've been doing. I've done a little bit of spinning. I did some spinning yesterday, and I might finish off that braid today or sometime later this week. So that's all the things. I'm trying to think. I might have some updates next week. I submitted some stuff to the fair around in Pennsylvania. So we will see next week how I place in that. It'll be over Labor Day weekend. And I'll report back to see what I got if I record in like by that time. So I think that's really it. Yeah, I think that's it. So I really enjoy interacting with you guys in the comments. So if you guys want to like and subscribe or comment or anything like that, I really appreciate it. And we can chat down below. But otherwise, I will see you guys next week. Bye.